Greetings, my fellow Kenyans. There is a small piece I've written here. I hope we are going to take a minute or two to listen to it. Yes, so my name is David Njoroge Kagwima. And first of all, I want to pass my heartfelt condolences to the families who have lost their beloved as a result of hunger. It's indeed sad. We are standing with you at this time, and I'm sure there are many fellow Kenyans of goodwill who are working on emergency mitigative solutions to extend a hand of help. My agenda here is simple, and it is to express my deep concern on Kenya's most current situation, especially in matters food security. We all know that the backbone of our economy is agriculture. But are we working hard enough to make it a real backbone that we can depend on for stature? In my opinion, our country is having a backbone injury. We are in fact on a wheelchair right now. Too sad. Our agricultural capacity seems to be really underutilized. We don't have many mineral deposits, but we have vast arable land. Some of these dry regions, what we call the ASALs, that is arid and semi-arid lands, can turn to be the most productive parts of this country. There are regions which have many virgin lands with good temperatures for quick maturity of crops. Most of them have high water tables. Hence, we are not asking for water to be brought from Lake Victoria or from Indian Ocean to be taken to places like Northeastern, Turkana, Baringo, etc. These places already have water. The residents are not lazy and have all the ability and heart to work. Land is there. So, if all these things are there, what is the problem? In my opinion, I think making that water accessible and available is what we speedily need to indulge in, both in the hunger-stricken zones and those that are doing relatively fine. So here is a small proposal entitled Sink 5 Boreholes per ward. We have around 1,450 wards in Kenya, the wards which are led by MCAs. And out of the 1,450 wards, let's assume that 250 are totally urban and sufficiently use municipal water, among other factors. So we can work with the remaining 1,200 wards for this proposal. If each of these wards sinks 5 boreholes, we will have 5 times 1,200, which is 6,000 boreholes. The average cost of doing a borehole in Kenya is 2 million. Some companies will charge 1 million, others will charge 3 million, depending on the level of the water or the water table. So, 6,000 boreholes with an average cost of 2 million per borehole, that comes to 12 billion Kenya shillings. So, if one borehole serves 500 people, then 6,000 boreholes can serve 3 million people. Each ward with 5 boreholes will give water to 2,500 people. Is that not good? So, since water is now accessible, assuming now we have these boreholes, just fast tracking, what's the impact? We'll have 3 things: direct employment, indirect employment, and emergence of farmers. So for direct employment, We will have people like security personnel who are going to be guarding the borehole structures. Then we'll have maintenance team, operations officers, or those who are going to be regulating the uptake of water. And we can have like 2 security personnel per borehole, 1 maintenance personnel in one ward to take care of 5 boreholes. Then we can have 2 operators who will be helping people get the water. Then indirect employment. We can have 2 agricultural extension officers covering every borehole area, like not area in terms of that borehole, but in terms of that area that is allocated to be using that borehole, to provide farmers with skills and techniques. We need these farmers because most of them have not been doing agriculture. Then they need to be enlightened on good agricultural practices, what we call the GAP. Then farmers eventually will come up and farming will be more interesting and rewarding. There's nothing sweet as doing farming in a place where there's plenty water. E.g., an extra 500 farmers per ward will get back to farming or will start farming, and that includes the youths. So if we do a simple math here of 500 new farmers in every ward, so times 1200, we will have 600,000 more farmers in the country. So 600,000 people will be directly enjoying food security, which is a plus. So these same farmers can produce surplus food for the market. Hence, we shall have more food as a nation. Then, in terms of the said direct and indirect employment, if we have 2 security personnel per borehole, so times 5 boreholes in a ward, then times 1200 wards, we can have 12,000 security guards nationally. Then for maintenance, we can have 1 per ward and we have 1200 wards. So those are 1200 maintenance personnel. For the regulators or the operators, we can have 2 per borehole, and that will be like 12,000 operators in the country. Then for the extension officers, we can have 2 per borehole. Again, that's 12,000 extension officers who will be covering all those said areas. Then there'll be more people to manage these facilities. So we are not done with the employment people, or rather the employment structure. So there'll be the management body that will be there to bring in more people who are going to oversee the operations of these boreholes and making sure that all the monies that revolve around these boreholes are well spent and there is accountability and transparency in them. So after completion and confirmation that these boreholes are working, farmers can have a system of giving a small amount like 100 shillings, 150 or 200 to cater for costs for the above said people, like paying for the security, maintenance, and so on. And this will be done on a monthly basis through the managing body. So all this can be achieved through support by powerful arms like the national government as led by the president, the ministries, e.g. Ministry of Water, and there is also the Ministry of Devolution and ASAL, then the National Irrigation Board, the county governments. All these are powerful arms which can help see this proposal going through. So I therefore, with humility and decorum, call upon the aforementioned powerful arms to look into this proposal and sink 5 boreholes per ward, and we will fight hunger. Thank you.